With group design, it could be either between subject or within subject. In a between subject design, the performances of separate groups are measured and comparisons are made between the groups. In within subject design, performance of the same subjects are compared, but in different conditions. So between subjects, we're comparing results between two groups, Group A and Group B. Within subject, we're comparing results within the same person in different conditions, in like condition A, condition B, condition C, same subject though. There's also mixed design that might do both. Group equivalence is always a major concern with between subject design. For example, if the two groups of subjects are exposed to two levels of the independent variable and are different from each other in characteristics such as age, sex, IQ, or prior experience, then they may perform differently on the dependent variable because of subject characteristic differences rather than because they were exposed to two different levels of the independent variable. So you need to make sure that the subjects that you are testing, whether they're in Group A or Group B, are the same so that you can rule out external variables such as prior experience in their results or their effects on the dependent variable. So the experimenter must ensure group equivalence of the experimental and the control group. There are two techniques to achieve group equivalence. One is subject randomization and the other is subject matching. When you have a large N, when you have a large number of subjects, that's what that means, large N, you want to just do subject randomization because it's easier. If you only have like 10 subjects, then you can do subject matching, where you match the different characteristics of your control group and your experimental group so that you can be sure that the results you find are actually from the treatment and not just because the two groups were different. Subject randomization. You assign subjects to an experimental group and a control group at a random basis. Each subject has an equal probability of being assigned to either group. So all known and unknown extraneous variables are more likely to be balanced out if they're selected randomly. Okay, so we have, 300 people, just divide a line through the middle, half there, half there. And then you hope by having a large number, everything kind of gets evened out. Subject matching. When you have fewer than 30 subjects, you would do subject matching, where you would match your subjects. You would match your control group and your experimental group. You match their ages, their IQs, performance on a specific exam. Basically, whatever variables you want to control for, you match between the experimental and the control group. You could do subject matching or matching pairs, where you first select a subject for an assignment in one group, and then you search for essentially the same type of subject for your other group. There's always going to be certain limits. No two people are exactly the same, but the variables that you want to try to control for, that's what you look to control for.